So you mentioned Vallejo, and you got to work a lot with Mac Dre.
Yeah, man. Well, prior to meeting Mac Dre, he was locked up. I get connected with Baby Bash and JT when we start going with Johnny Z's studio. And Johnny Z had a dope ass studio right there in the middle of Vallejo, and everybody used to fall through that motherfucker. And get on tracks, and you know what I mean. They hear you shit rocking, they like, who this? You know what I mean? What's up? Can I get? Yeah, come on. You know what I mean? And we're just getting down with everybody, pimps, players, hustlers, real cats that's coming through there, really knocking shit down. And that was a good time. You know what I mean? I done been down. I'm down the store, walking down the store, the corner store from Johnny Z's and liquor store, grabbing some blunts, some liquor. Bump into little mama, cool little light-skinned sister. She's singing. I'm like, hey, you sound good, girl. You should come to the studio and fuck with me. She's like, where you at? I'm like, right there. She was like, people are standing out front. That's my people. I'll move right there. She come through. She ended up blowing on like 2 songs. It was ended up being going on. Both of them went on. I don't know where she was at. I don't even know if she gave me a number or nothing. She just came through, did her thing, dropped her some dough. She was like, I'm gone.
Damn.
It was a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? So a lot of talent, it just bubbled, it fell through, it was like a gravity pool, man. It was pulling people through there. It was really getting down.
So that's where you ended up hooking up with Dre?
No, I hooked up with Miami. And then he was telling me about, wait till Dre get on, nigga, wait till Dre get on. And I'm like, okay. And then I started getting like, well, shit, when Dre come home, he don't like me. So I'm thinking in my mind, like, he's like, nigga, that's my brother, nigga. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I just don't know. I'm not sure, you feel me? But when he came in, it was just like he said, and Dre is better in person than he is on tape or video, you know what I mean? Anybody will tell you that, man. He showed up, man, it just felt good, man. It felt real good to be with that brother and to be doing music, and I was doing it, you know what I mean? I'm like, wow. And he was digging my shit, and I'm digging his shit. Dre called me 2, 3 in the morning. Cisco, he be downtown Broadway. Nigga, what is you doing, nigga? I'm like, nigga, listen. He played my shit or some shit. I'm loving that nigga for that, you know what I mean? On Mac Dre's, Best of Mac Dre, the first joint came out, full of Mac Dre's covers. All Mac Dre's covers except for mine. You feel me? When I seen that, I looked at that, I was like, nigga, did you put my cover on your album, nigga? He's like, yeah, nigga. I'm like, man, I love you, nigga. He's like, man, shut up, nigga. You my brother, nigga. I'm like, that's love, you feel me? Like, I don't care about nothing now. You can tell me whatever now, but all I know is when he was live, I know what it was, you know what I mean? So, that's what it is.
That's dope. Yeah, so you had a relationship with Miami, Dre, like pretty much you was rolling with the whole Thiz.
Oh, for sure.
Squad. Hey, I just remember one thing I forgot to ask you about, bruh. Like, one of the famous Mac Dre lines that always tripped me out, being from the city, is when he said, ask Jav In Excelsior.
Bingo. Jackpot. Ding, 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 ding.
What was the story behind that
Man, let
line?
me tell you something. We was running with Mac Dre so tough, every day type shit. But to hang out with these cats, you got to be balling, you know what I mean? These cats is smoking ounces of weed, you know what I mean, best weed, and going, oh, let's go eat over here, and let's go shopping over here. I'm like, man, I'm going to stay home for a day or two. Like, you cats is expensive, right?
Right.
But Jav, he could fuck with Dre on that tip. Jav was right there with him. Jav got dough, right? And swag, and knows how, he'd be on his own shit, do some shit. Dre be like, what you doing, all? Because my boys had swag, you feel me? Like, he was the first person I seen with a permanent grill, rocking that shit. I'm like, he went from being a kid with no teeth to being a kid with a grill, you know what I mean? Like, doing it, you know what I mean? And that's my nigga Jav. Shout out to Jav, that's my brother right there. And they was in the studio. They was smoking so much, my nigga lung collapsed in that motherfucker. Huh? Nigga lost his lung. That gotta hurt, man. That got to hurt when your lung collapse. You can't breathe out that motherfucker.
Right.
But listen, yeah, so he hanging with Jav doing his thing, and that's when he did that song. That's Jav from Excelsior. Mob niggas live wealthier.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was a great thing.
Yeah, that tripped us out at the time when that came out, because that's
specific, right?
It's very specific,
yeah.
And if you know an Excelsior cat that's really from up the hill, like you said, all them European streets, the Naples and the Persia and the
Edinburgh, the Brazil,
Madrid and all that, McLaren Park, and mobbing on dirt bikes and whipping donuts and all that type of shit.
Racing buckets in the hoods, how you get your handles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
period.
it's some ill shit. So the image we had of like, damn, Mac Dre fucking around in Excelsior.
Mac Dre used to come through there.
Tight.
Be legit, come through that motherfucker, fuck with me. Max Shine used to come through and fuck with me. Everybody, who else used to come through and fuck with us? My nigga Kurupt. I can brought Kurupt through there. He was drink, Kurupt loves to enjoy himself with some nice beverages and smoke some good weed and listen to music. We right there at my folks' house right here. We sitting. He's like, we need some liquor. I'm like, I send my youngsters, go ahead Safeway one time. We'll be right back, Scope. You know what I mean? After hours, getting the liquor, make it happen. So we do it in the hood. You know what I mean? We're gonna make it happen.
That's dope, bruh. Well, shout out to the East, shout out to the whole city, man.
Yeah, man.
Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay. Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay.